Hi, everybody. Welcome to The Commons. My name is Cooper Ray, and we're here with Ben Walther today, who's going to talk to us about his new song, 2-1. Stay tuned. Ben!
Hey, Koopa.
How you doing, brother?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, too. You're looking great.
Thanks. I feel good.
Good. So 2-1. What a great song.
Thank you so much.
So good, so enjoyable. The whole album is great.
Thank you.
But this song is, specifically, so tell me a little bit about where it came from and what it's all about.
Yeah, I'm excited to share this song. It's called 2-1. It's for my newest album, Blaze.
Right.
And very excited. It's a 5-song project. But this song especially, I think, hits a target that I really wanted to hit. So it was kind of inspired by Pope Benedict XVI. He wrote an encyclical a few years ago called Deus Caritas Est, God is love. And in that letter, he has this great line. He says that Christianity is not the result of some lofty idea, but rather it's the result of an encounter with a person. And we know that person is Jesus Christ. And really, Jesus is at the heart of our faith. The more we get to know him, the more we're drawn to him because he's irresistible, you know?
Right.
And that related a lot to me because when I was in high school and kind of coming back to my Catholic faith, I started to go to Mass in the mornings, this little prayer, like a communion service in the mornings before school, my senior year. It was me and the old ladies.
Right.
And I started to really listen to the Gospels for the first time. And I got to know this Jesus who was, at the same time, humble and powerful. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Compassionate yet just. And so I wanted to capture as much of that as I could in this song. So really it's like, to that one person, I can give my heart and I can give my soul and I can follow him forever.
Right, kind of like, well, to the whole of who Jesus
Right.
is. Because a lot of times we think of Jesus, he was just a really nice guy who said a lot of nice things.
He pet sheep.
That's right.
Played with children.
And so we hear and we want to gravitate towards that, but then we forget that there was a Jesus that was, like you said, was powerful, but also like you said, just, but in his justice, he wasn't afraid to stir some things up,
right.
and to call people out.
Yeah.
And even those people who he was being compassionate toward, I think like the woman caught in adultery, for example, like even when in that moment, it wasn't that he was condoning what she did, he just said, but he loved her in that moment and said, stand and then go and sin no more. And a lot of times that's what we hear. It's not a condoning Jesus, but a compassionate Jesus. And I think it's really important that we have that distinction. So again, so then the song then, 2-1, it talks at both ends on this. And so a little bit more, just how do you see this applying at, in liturgy?
Yeah, great question. I could see this song being used for an offertory song. Some of the great feasts throughout the year that really highlight the person of Jesus or the solemnity of Jesus or even the Feast of Christ the King, possibly. But an offertory song would be a great chance to kind of meditate on who Jesus is.
Right.
Even a communion meditation would be a great use for this song.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I wrote it for, hopefully as a reflection to be sung during those times, really.
Yeah, just taking that time just to reflect and not get distracted by everything around us, but let the music and let the song draw us in.
That's right.
To either what we're about to receive or who we have already
right.
received and what we're called to.
And there's a lot of imagery in the song that I hope people will pick up on. Imagery about nets and fishing and preaching and the sick and miracles. So it's all in there. And I wanted to kind of present the gospel in a couple of verses and a chorus.
Yeah.
And give people an opportunity to, sing of their love for the Lord too. So that's where it came from.
Well, I think you succeeded in that.
Sweet.
All right, well, let's take a listen for it.
Thanks, Cooper. All right.
All right, man.
one who stands upon the sea, whose word commands the waters deep, whose power fills the empty nets till they are bursting with the catch. To one who multiplies and feeds, who loves the heart more than the deeds, who scolds the angry and the proud, but frees the sinner of all doubt. I will give my heart, I will give my soul to the one who has loved me more than I'll ever know, that I may become ever like the sun. I will give my heart to one. One who leaves his rightful throne to make my heart his humble home, to one who freely takes my place, replacing sinfulness with grace, to one whose kingdom never ends, where every sinner is a friend, who wipes the tears of shame away, who died and rose and lives today. I will give my heart, I will give my soul to the one who has loved me more than I'll ever know, that I may become ever like the sun. I will give my heart to one. Though my restless heart in fragments be, still I love you. Yes, I love you. Though my soul in anguish cries within, still I love you. Yes, I love you, always love you. I will give my heart, I will give my soul to the one who has loved me more than I'll ever know, that I may become ever like the sun. I will give my heart to one. I will give my heart to one.